Hi, I'm Nathan and welcome to Ninja Monkey, the place for all things related to Japan. I do the research so that you don't have to, and I put all the readily available information into one place. Well, maybe not quite today, although I'll try to give you some sort of update towards the end of the video. This is more of a story time sort of video. But before I do that, I'd like to say Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays to all of my subscribers and my viewers from around the world. I hope that 2022 brings a lot of joy and happiness to all of you, and I am hopeful that I can bring some good news in the coming weeks too. So anyway, here it goes. So, I have COVID. It was only a matter of time before I contracted it, to be honest, but the timing really sucks. I'm still waiting to find out if it's Omicron, and I should be told in the next day or two, so I'll certainly update you through social media. And for full transparency, I have had both jabs and the booster was administered on the 18th of November, so you could say that I was fully boosted. Anyway, so this is my COVID story so far. I started having a slightly tickly strep throat on Thursday afternoon, which progressed to worsen overnight. I initially thought that it was just a cold, but as I was going to meet some friends for Christmas Eve lunch, I decided to do a home test, which came out positive pretty much instantly. My heart sank, knowing that I would be missing Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and even New Year's with my family, and having to isolate alone for 10 days over the holidays was certainly not what I had planned. So, have I got any symptoms? Well, yes, I do actually. I feel like I've been ticking a list of COVID symptoms in the last 48 hours. Sore throat, check. Runny, stuffy nose, check. Those were my initial symptoms for what is regarded as day 0, the day of the positive result. Then came Christmas Eve and a fever, which at first made me feel very cold and my body shook. And that same night, I woke up at 4 in the morning to my pajamas soaked in sweat, had some paracetamol and went back to sleep. So fever, check. So it's Christmas morning, it's now, I guess, day 1. And I awoke feeling incredibly tired, extremely tired actually, something that I still can't currently shake off. And as Christmas Day progressed, I sneezed and I sneezed and I sneezed and I sneezed, and I developed a slight cough. I wouldn't call it a continuous cough, but more of an annoying cough that comes and goes, and I could be a few hours with not coughing whatsoever. Also on Christmas Day, I had a loose stomach. So I guess we can add tiredness, check. Sneezing and loose bowels to the list too, check, check. So today is Boxing Day, and I guess I feel better in the sense that some of my symptoms have now lessened and my bowels seem to have got back to normal. All in all, I guess that the symptoms have been quite mild, but collectively it hasn't been fun. I still have a slight cough and a sore throat, and I can't clear my nose. I'm still extremely tired, but thankfully the fever has kept at bay for now. Surprisingly, I can still taste, I can still smell, which is good as I'm surrounded by chocolate and food that my family drops off at my doorstep. And that's basically my COVID story so far. It's only day 2 or 3 or whatever it is, so hopefully it won't get worse. The one thing that does continuously come to mind is thank God that I have the vaccine. I would hate having any of those symptoms other than mildly, and hopefully it's a vaccine that's helped or is helping my body fight the virus. So anyway, just to finish up, here's some noteworthy info regarding Japan at the moment. 385,209 people in Japan have now had their booster jabs. 199,120,144 doses have been given in total in Japan, including first, second and booster shots. Tokyo has for the last week begun reporting cases above 30 daily case mark, a contrast to the last few weeks where Tokyo's numbers have stayed below 30 cases a day. And on the 22nd of December, Tokyo saw 40 cases, whilst Christmas Eve and Christmas Day reported 39 and 38 cases. Concern is building again in Japan as more infections involving the Omicron variant continues to emerge, prompting the Prime Minister Kishida to tell reporters that Japan is preparing for a domestic outbreak. Using the time we have bought through strengthened border controls, we have accelerated efforts to enhance the process of prevention, testing and early treatment, he said, referring to tightened travel rules put in place in late November. The government will implement virus containment measures focusing on early detection of the Omicron infections and asking people who have had close contact with someone infected with the variant to self-isolate in designated facilities. free coronavirus tests will also be issued at Tokyo sites. And the government plans to distribute 200,000 doses of an oral COVID-19 drug nationwide to be used as from next week. And unfortunately, there is still no known end date for Japan's current border restrictions. So anyway team, I know that this update has been rather brief, and I do apologize if this is not what you were looking forward to. Once again, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Stay safe and stay positive team. Till next time, gracias, arigatou gozaimasu, see you, bye.